Happy 420, everyone! I wanted to take a moment to discuss why I support the legalization of cannabis. First of all, it's not 1936 anymore. That's the year Reefer Madness, an American propaganda film, vastly exaggerated the harmful effects of marijuana. This film compared using marijuana to a hit-and-run accident, a suicide, attempted rape, and a descent into madness due to marijuana addiction. Now today, you still have candidates like Joe Biden, who is a 77-year-old Democrat, still saying that this ancient plant medicine is a gateway drug. Studies show that that's not the case, but more so, this prohibition has created an institutionalized, racist criminal justice system that has disproportionately affected mi gente Latino and blacks. Now, from the very beginning of this irrational prohibition, these communities have been targeted with enforcement sometimes 3 to 4 times higher than white people who use it at the same amount. Clearly, this is an unfair system, and we need to reverse all the damage done to these communities over the decades. That's why I support the legalization of cannabis, and more importantly, the reparative justice for communities that have been most affected. It is something that even our governor is supportive of, despite having much pushback from his colleagues, including, guess who? Our very own, right here in North Bergen, Senator Sacco. Now, I get it. Nobody wants their teenagers smoking pot. I understand that. I wouldn't want my kids either. But first, that's my responsibility, not the state's. And I also want to point out that alcohol is a much more dangerous and available drug. Alcohol has led to fatal car accidents, domestic violence, and an addiction so bad it could lead to death. The state knows that alcohol is so addictive that it's the main reason why liquor stores are considered essential during this coronavirus crisis. It's because alcoholics can actually die. They may need hospital attention due to severe withdrawal. Now, clearly, we don't need this extra burden on the hospitals. But the same does not apply to people who consume marijuana. And in fact, many across the state need it for actual medicinal purposes, including cancer patients and children who suffer with seizures. Now, unfortunately, there are many leaders in this state who are not on board with full legalization. And this is due, likely, to parents who may not have all the facts or who have succumbed to decades and decades of propaganda-fueled ideology. However, both Senator Sacco and Stack are on the record supporting medical access, so that's a good start. But we still need to have an honest and open dialogue with the public about this, because I think we need justice for these communities as soon as possible. So if you're over 21 and you have a medical card, I say go ahead and light up. Stay safe and indoors. And finally, I am thinking about you in these uncertain times.